Good morning. God bless you guys. I just want to talk about what's going on with Trump again. So this situation's gotten so crazy right now because yesterday in Congress, and since basically the day that Trump went to trial, this phony trial, this misdemeanor charge that Trump had. First of all, God bless you. I want to talk about Trump. I want to talk about real quickly about the end times, what's going on, and about Trump's situation about going to jail. So I want to summarize that real quick to you. Also, please help if you can. I would appreciate if you could send money. The people that have sent money to me, God bless you. I've been in my car for over 4 years, and helping Jesus is helping me, because that's what it says in the Bible, Matthew 25. When I was poor, you helped me. When I was sick, you cared for me. So thank you, and God bless you for helping me. I appreciate that. Click on the titles of any of my links, and there's a PayPal link, and you can send money that way. Any little bit counts. Remember, we have to do our ministry. We have to, 1, read the word, 2, obey the word, and 3, advance the kingdom of God. If you're not advancing the kingdom of God, you'll be like the foolish virgin that didn't make it into heaven, or you'll be like the person that buried their coin in the sand and did not get raptured. So 90% of all Christians don't get raptured. I just want to let you know that. 6 out of 7, according to Revelation 1:3, because they don't bear any ministry. They don't help anybody. They don't do anything. They just go to church and they think they're going to heaven, and they're wrong, because 6 out of 7, only one church gets raptured. 90% of Christians don't get raptured. So remove the sin out of your life. Repent to Jesus, start reading the word, obeying the word, and helping people, helping my ministry. I would appreciate it, because when Paul went to town, the other Christians helped him. They sold things and sent him money for food and obligations and to help him. He wasn't sleeping on the street or homeless like I am. So I would appreciate if you could help me. This has been my ministry. Real quickly with Trump, it's been crazy, but since Trump's trial, like I said, you can click on the link, and then you can click on any title, and there's a PayPal link. You can send money that way. All right. With the Trump trial, Matt Gaetz and all the Republicans have come out and just been like saying what a sham this trial has been. How crooked Juan Merchant, this really corrupt judge, was a Colombian. He's literally an illegal immigrant Colombian. And guess who appointed him judge? Michael Bloomberg, the worthless communistic ex-mayor of New York. I mean, just an absolute corrupt individual. He's the one that appointed him. So this is why we have all these corrupt judges. And now Trump's appealing his case to the appeals court in New York, the state appeals. Out of 21 judges that are there, it's going to shock you. 20 of them have given all their money, donated millions and tons of money to the Hillary Clinton Foundation. Hillary, who's corrupt and wicked. They're all diehard Democrats. And this has been the problem. Is Trump, when Trump was in office, I said he should take care of New York and California. His sons should run for governor for New York and run for governor of California, and fire the other governors, have them IRS investigated and removed from office, because they're all so corrupt. Cuomo, who was just absolutely corrupt through and through. I mean, they have it on everybody about how wicked they are. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they get money on the side, they get kickbacks. I mean, just do an audit on these people, for crying out loud, a financial audit. So basically, Trump's now appealing, and the problem is his appeals are going to take several months. And right now, as it looks, he's going before, I think, July 11th or July 13th, right before the national campaign starts, right before running. He's the main candidate for the Republican Party. So before that starts, before he starts to do his final campaigning, because he's the chosen candidate against Biden, he's going to be facing, literally their plan was to face a year in jail and go to Rikers Island. That's what they were talking about on The View. She said she'd met with Alvin Bragg, that piece of garbage, that he'll burn in hell also. He's a filthy, wicked individual. These people will burn in hell. I trust me. The God has given me the gift of discernment, and I can see who goes to heaven and who goes to hell. So when I say that, I'm not just saying that and just throwing that out. I'm telling you, these people will spend eternity in fire. The Lord shows me who goes to heaven and who goes to hell. I can look into a stadium of people, and I can tell you exactly who goes to heaven and who goes to hell, exactly what hell will look like for them. The experience of suffering and just the torment they'll feel there, let me tell you. And so Alvin Bragg, all these situations have happened with Alvin Bragg. And when Congress had all these meetings yesterday, they brought in, Merrick, what's his face, the Attorney General. Wow, what a corrupt, wicked person he is. This guy just lies, cheats, and steals. They brought in the head of the FBI, and they said all these things happen. For some reason, Trump's been, all the people with the supposed, January 6th nonsense and all this, they're all being targeted. Yet no Democrats have been targeted. Biden, who's corrupt as can be, his son's on charges for gun charges now, and he's going to go to jail. Nothing's happening, so far, nothing's happened to him in the past. All these people have broken the law. Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Obama, they the Antichrist is filthy, wicked. This is all from Obama. His all plans to destroy America and arrest everybody. And I knew it when Trump left office. I said, Trump is a fool. He's leaving office, and I said he will end up in jail. They're going to put him in jail and throw away the key. And that's the plan right now. They've been bringing everybody before Congress, trying the Attorney General, and they brought in Cray, the head of FBI, and all these people just lie and deny. Oh, I don't remember, I don't recall, oh, it's not I don't know, I wasn't there, I don't know what's going on. They all lie and deny, and it's been nothing but an orchestrated, and all the Congress has kept pointing out that this has been an orchestrated effort to put Trump in 4 trials, and all these trials are accumulating right about the time when Trump needs to start campaigning for the final campaigning for the November election. All of a sudden now everything is now exposed now, and it's all accumulating. And this case was a misdemeanor case. It expired 10 years ago, reached the statute of limitations. They never had any evidence. The jury is filthy, filthy wicked. Most of the jury, they said 87% of the jury admitted that they hated Trump. I mean, they brought him from the ghetto trash areas of New York, just the total filth and scum of New York. That's what these people are all hellbound. That's where they brought him from. And of course, they're on the jury trial, and Trump's attorneys can only remove so many people. So they requested to change a venue. And this Judge Juan Murch, who's an illegal Colombian piece of garbage, they said he's particularly hard against white collar crime, meaning let's just remove the word collar and white. He's a racist. He hates all white people. He's a filthy, wicked man. I mean, they have an illegal immigrant from Colombia who doesn't even belong in America. And Michael Bloomberg, the communist person that hated his own skin color and hated America, just a filthy, wicked man who'll burn in hell, appointed Juan Merchant to be the judge. And Juan Merchant, of course, gave no due process to Trump. Everything that Trump's attorney said, he objected to. He gave the prosecution a long leeway to do whatever they wanted. They never specified a charge. It was a misdemeanor charge that was already reached a statute of limitations. They somehow converted it on a state level to a federal felony. You can't try a federal charge on a state level. And it wasn't a federal charge in the first place. It was just a regular misdemeanor that they didn't even have proof for. So now the statute of limitations ran out. So now they somehow converted to a federal charge, and then they tried it as a federal case in a state court, and then just with no evidence went ahead and said, and then the illegal, filthy ghetto trash, people, the juries, they said, oh, he's guilty on 34 charges. And they even asked, well, what is he guilty of? Nobody knows, not even the judge. So Congress has been taking everybody before. A.G. Merrick, Attorney General, piece of garbage he is. And they've been taking Cray, all these people before Congress, and just talking about all the Republicans have been questioning them. And of course, they just lie and everything else. And the crazy thing about this is now Trump has to go through these appeals, and most of the appeals on the New York state level are so corrupt. This is why Trump, as a president, should have fired. He's the executive officer of America. I kept saying that. Why is he not going after New York and California? I would have fired Newsom. I would have fired the corrupt Cuomo. I would have fired these people. I would have ran IRS audits on them to expose their fraud and locked them up and threw them into jail for all their wickedness, all their corruption, their lying, their cheating, and their stealing. And I would have he should have had his son running as a Democrat, he was running as for New York governor and California governor. Both sons running New York and California, and then clean up the filth, fire everybody, lock them up for all the crimes they've committed. I mean, there has to be a rule of law, and that's why America is going to be destroyed. That's why Jesus is coming back on October 2nd. It's the last feast to be fulfilled. It's the next feast. There's 7 feasts. It's the next one to be fulfilled. No, he's not coming back in May or June. And a lot of these Christians all lie. These people on YouTube, they say, well, first of all, we can go anytime. And they say, that's a flat out lie. That's a lie of Satan, because you don't know anything about the Bible then. You don't even read the Bible then. Ross, all these people on there, oh, well, we can go anytime. No, because God only does things on feasts. He doesn't do it on a bowling night. Look at the history of the Bible. The Lord gave us the Bible, and it tells us how the Lord works, what he does, what he says. It tells us everything about God and his son, Jesus. They only do it on feast, Jewish feast, right? And what happens to be the Feast of the Trumpets? What is the Feast of Trumpets called on October 2nd? What is that called? It's called the day that no man knows the day or hour. When Jesus said no man knows the day or hour, he was referring to the Feast of Trumpets. No man knows the day or hour. Why is it called no man knows the day or hour? Usually lukewarm Christians will quote that because they don't know anything else to say. It's very weak. So he will The reason why it's no man knows the hour, because they have to look at the sliver of the moon. The sliver of the moon determines when they can see the sliver of the moon, then they can declare its official New Year's Day. That's like their New Year's Day, Feast of Trumpets. It also symbolizes when God meets his people and they come together. It's a symbol of the supper of the Lamb, which is what we're going to. Also, with the 80-year generation, this generation will not pass away till all these things have happened. That's what Jesus said. Israel's 76. They're going to be 76 and a half on October 2nd. So you can see what's going on there. With the feast going on, it's the last feast. You can see that the everything's kind of lining up. The 80-year generation, the Psalm 83 war, you won't see a peace agreement. I assure you, not until Obama signs the Antichrist peace agreement, and that'll be exactly on October 2nd. Also, you can see the AI robots will be released this year, next year. The mark is ready to go. The banks are ready to take your assets and seize them and tell you, by the way, you have to get the mark because your funds are digital now. That's the digital central banking system. So you can see why they're fighting Trump, because he wants to change everything. He wants to bring it back to 1980. He wants to get rid of all the illegals, which all the Mexicans and the Chinese and all the filth trash that's coming into our country illegally. And I've told people before, if you come in this country illegally, you will burn in hell. The Lord will put you in a lake of fire. You can sit there and justify, well, the reason why I came in the country, Lord, because I had a hard time and things were going hard. So it doesn't give you any permission to lie, cheat, and steal. That's like telling the Lord you robbed a bank because the fact you needed money. He'll put you in hell for it. Every liar, every thief, every person that steals will be thrown into a lake of fire. The Lord does not play games. You know, Christians all the time, especially the fake church Christians and all these people, most of the world justifies it. God will have such mercy on me. They think the Lord's just going to have open arms. Jesus is going to open arms, say, come into the kingdom of heaven. But I'll tell you what Jesus says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father in heaven. So if you're not doing the will, he'll throw you into hell. The virgins that knocked on the door, 5 of them did not make it into the kingdom of heaven. They were all Christians, by the way. Christians can go to hell. If you lie, cheat, you steal, or if you're lukewarm, he'll spit you out of his mouth. I'd rather you be hot or cold, but whether you be in the middle, lukewarm, I will spit you out of my mouth. It says it right there. Boom, right there. And it also says that in Revelation 1:3, 6 out of 7 churches don't make it. So you can see what's going on. With the Republicans, the problem is Trump's facing Rikers Island prison because Whoopi Goldberg and all these trashy, filthy people on The View, they exposed it. They mentioned it. That was the plan with A.V. Bragg. Alvin Bragg admitted, and he's a racist through and through. He hates white people. He's an absolute racist. He admitted through and through that his only job was to go after Trump and prosecute him before he even went into office. So this has been all planned by the Democrats. Put Alvin Bragg in office. Juan Murch was appointed, this illegal Colombian immigrant that shouldn't be allowed to be in America. They should be deporting him. And he is a judge. And all the people on top, all the people of the appellate courts in the state are all people like trashy people from the Bronx and all ghetto trash. They're judges. Oh my gosh, what's America coming to? This is why our Lord's going to destroy America and wipe it out. And so Trump's facing Rikers Island prison where they want to put him in there so they can have him executed, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Same thing. Send him there and kill him. And I'm sure, YouTube will probably remove this video like they try to do with my videos. They're just unbelievable. Freedom of speech, where's that? This America is just so... the problem is that he's heading towards Rikers Island prison. They can't save him. Congress can't save him. Nobody can save him right now because the appeals are going to take so long. And it's like July 11th and 13th, right around the time that he's supposed to start doing his campaigning. And here we go. Just perfect timing, like Congress was saying, like Matt Gaetz and all these people, Republicans were saying, that this is really interesting that all 4 court cases are all accumulating to this point. So anyway, that's what's going on. He's facing prison. Secret Service would have to be in prison with him, which is ironic and insane. And of course, the Democrats are trying to remove the Secret Service from protecting him anymore. They're literally trying to execute an ex-president, which is unbelievable because they can't give him 100 years in jail, so they're going to try and do this. Give him a year and send him to Rikers Island prison. So it's unbelievable. So pray for Trump. I ask you, if you want to help my ministry, I'd appreciate it. Send money. You can click on the link and send through PayPal. I appreciate it. America is going to be destroyed. October 2nd, the rapture is coming based on the 80-year generation, based on the last feast, the next feast to take over. The Lord showed me the rapture 13 years ago. It was taken up in the clouds. Based on that, he showed me the rapture. I saw what happened. The events going on. Russia's about ready to nuke Poland. China's going to nuke Taiwan. They're about ready to. Russia will definitely nuke Poland. What's going on? America's doing a buildup on the Polish border, which Russia said, if you do, we'll nuke them. We're doing a buildup of the Chinese-Taiwan border. So it's leading to nuclear war. And this is a Psalm 83 where Israel's going to nuke Iran. So you can see with Trump, literally, he has no help involved here. I mean, personally, I think he should just leave the country and come back and just because he's going to be elected anyway. But I would never tolerate them putting him in jail like that. And America will not tolerate it. I mean, this is unbelievable. They've gone after him every single way they can. And I blamed him for when he was president, why he didn't have the military count the votes in that fraudulent election election that occurred, why he didn't count the votes. It's unbelievable. Now, Hunter Biden's going on trial for gun charges, facing 25 years. And then they're going to have to go over Joe Biden. And then September 23rd, their plans to go after him, to put so much pressure on Hunter Biden. And then Joe will probably try and pardon him, but they're going to turn around and go after Joe Biden also. So America is corrupt. America is going to be completely wiped out, because America can't be around in order for Israel to go on their own and be independent. America can't be around. Jesus wants Israel to depend on him and not on America anymore. Jesus created America, the Almighty God, in Jesus. Before Abraham was, I am. Jesus was there since the very beginning. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. In the beginning, the Word was with God, meaning God, Jesus was alive in the very beginning with the Lord, and then when they created the heavens and earth. And so as a result of it, the Lord knew that all these things were going to happen. He foresaw it all in the future, but America will be destroyed. And as a result of it, it's going to be wiped out with earthquakes, and it'll be wiped out with meteor strikes and be decimated, because Jesus wants America to be out of the picture, plus the dollar system, the one world chip system, the digital currency system, the mark of the beast that's coming, and this that's coming also, that. All these things are coming, are part of the mark of the beast. And because of that, that's the reason why America has to be removed, so the mark can be in place in order to take over. America will be decimated from border to border. That means from the West Coast to the East Coast, from the top of the Canadian border, and Canada will be wiped out. South America will be wiped out. All of it. The earth will be rocked on its equator, and radiation will be everywhere. From Israel nuking the Iran reactor, that will be done because, Obama gave billions to, the Antichrist gave billions to the Iranian reactor. That's why they were able to build that reactor all those years. But America will be destroyed from one side to another. William Branham said when the president became a black woman, that's when he turned and heard an explosion. America was wiped out. Meteors hit America. It was completely barren and full of smoke, and all of it was in the ocean and broken and wiped out and barren. And that's Kamala Harris is getting ready to become president. Joe Biden will step down when the pressure gets on him. He will. He's been talking about stepping down for 4 years because of his health and so forth. And Kamala Harris has been talking about being president for the last 4 years. She might only be president for a week or two, but that'll be about the time. Trust me, right around October 2nd, you're going to see Kamala Harris become president. You're going to see this war even ramp up even more with the Psalm 83 war. It's not the Ezekiel 38 war. It's Psalm 83 between Israel and Iran. You'll see that war really ramp up even more. It's ramping up now. There's like thousands of acres of fires in northern Israel burning because Lebanon's fired so many missiles over there. And so Israel's about ready to declare war on Lebanon, on Hezbollah. And they'll fire off those missiles eventually, pretty soon near October 2nd. You'll see it. 180,000 missiles. Even the Iron Dome and the Iron Beam will not be able to take out all those missiles. So that's where we're at. The rapture's coming. Be prepared. And Trump's going to jail, and there's not a single thing he can do about it unless the U.S. Supreme Court steps in. If they step in, and they're as corrupt as they can be. I mean, we have a corrupt Department of Justice. We have a corrupt Attorney General. We have a corrupt FBI. We have a corrupt Congress. Majority of all Congress has been bought off by lobbyists who've paid them to think their way. The New World Order's infiltrated all of America. It's absolutely corrupt. And here they are trying to execute an ex-president. Unbelievable. Pray for him. Pray for the Christians. And thank you for helping me financially. God bless you.